Destiny 2 came out.
It did.
We both played it. We both beat the campaign.
Yes.
It's pretty great.
It's all right.
You shut your mouth. It's pretty great because, well, for one, it's actually focused.
Yeah.
It's focused.
There's things I'd like, but it was definitely better than the first one, story-wise.
And we haven't really gotten super into it. I've done a couple side things which are actually pretty fun. I like a lot of the better characterization and everything. So, but otherwise, gameplay-wise, it's Destiny. So
it's Destiny.
You know, if you already played that, you know what it is. If you didn't like it the first time around, you probably won't like it this time. Anyway, Destiny came out. It's fun.
It is.
Or Destiny 2 came out, but I'll probably be playing it more over the next couple of weeks. Still got to jump into some strikes and stuff.
And actually get into the multiplayer, maybe.
I already played that a little bit. But we're not here to talk about that. We're actually destined to talk about ponies.
Oh, jeez.
So let's go to that. Hello and welcome to Pony 411. This is episode 196 for the week of September 10th, 2017. I am Nemesis and am joined by my co-host Alca7raz.
Yay.
Yes, new week, new episode, all that stuff. And big things actually happened or are happening.
Happening as we record.
Mm-hmm. So, yes, we do have quite a bit of news. Some chunk of it came out of HASCON, as that is happening right now. Some big things actually out of HASCON.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
We'll get to that in a little bit. We also, of course, have the new episode of the show to talk about because that, well, happened. Definitely didn't happen early or anything.
No, it did not get accidentally leaked early.
And we have a couple bits of things in fan content. Yes, because we took a week off last week, but we got stuff this time.
Barely, but yeah.
Yes, we got stuff. Stuff's happened. So anyway, we should probably get started.
Nah, we're good.
And to do so, we're going to go with news, and to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes, and it's spelled LIBSYN. So click those to get more information. So let's get going. With conventions, Equestria LA has announced Gabriel Brown.
Black Griffin.
Yep, Black Griffin. You know the drill.
You know the drill, yeah.
Ponyville Cider Fest has announced community guests Saber Spark, Jay Holler, AC Race Best, and Palio Steno. We've also announced a Spirit Badge option and tickets for their pub trot and cider tasting. The Spirit Badge is a new thing that's been a lot of conventions are doing, which is basically, I'm not going, but I still want to support you guys.
Yep. A lot of them do like grab bags and stuff.
This one, you get the t-shirts and whatnot.
Yep.
So
I'm
there
helping.
you go. If you're not going, it's $100, I believe. And he said it does not include attendance, so if you're actually coming, don't buy this.
Yeah.
That'll be awkward. Anyway, random news. Legends of Equestria has released an environments trailer and given details in the open access release, which is already live at this point unless things gone catastrophically wrong in the next few hours.
Yeah.
Because you can, right, in fact, as we record, download it already, and if you're interested, you probably already have.
Yeah.
But anyway, they also have a blog post, or forum post, detailing all the stuff you should know about this open access release.
Yep, with some short change logs and stuff like that.
So check that out if you're interested, and you like, oh yeah, that's the thing now.
That's the thing.
That's hopefully it's not like crashed or...
Hopefully it hasn't, completely broken between recording and release.
all the servers melted.
Yes.
But the queue's still going to get in.
Like Destiny.
Oh.
God.
Yeah.
Opened it the instant it went live and was instantly in a wait queue. Really?
Yep. Anyway, merchandise news. Gameloft released an update for the MLP game. It's very much movie-based, including apparently a temporary event with Shadow Tempest.
Temporary events?
Yep, it's time-limited. It won't be there forever.
Interesting.
2 different Songbird Serenade plushes are being sold at Target. One is a pillow plush.
Pillow plush?
Yeah, the other one's the official Hasbro one. Well, Hasbro-made one. One was spotted in the store, one's online. Baby hippogriff toys have appeared on the UK Toys R Us website.
Baby hippogriffs?
Yep. Just like the baby sea ponies.
How is Babby formed?
Oh. Die-cast molding.
Oh. Die-cast babbies.
No, made with a die-cast mold.
Yeah, die-cast babbies.
Oh, no.
Die-cast. You think they were heavy? Wow.
Kohl's and Argos are sharing an exclusive set called the Cutie Mark Collection. It's a set of brushables, including Shadow Tempest. I believe it's the same one that was on the Friendship Festival set I reviewed a little bit ago. But yeah, the main 6 and Tempest, and it looks like stickers. So if you're interested in that at all, yeah, it's the thing. A new Glitter and Glow Princess Celestia was spotted at the Hasbro toy shop and then announced at HASCON. It was spotted there, then announced. Someone pushed it a little early.
Hasbro's been pushing things early a lot on accident, haven't they?
Yeah, they're not great at that whole timing thing. The Hippogriff Princess Skystar was spotted at HASCON, and she's been spotted on eBay already. From China. Along with Songbird Serenade. At least I got a chance to announce it before it went up on eBay.
Yeah.
Oh, and new Equestria Girls dolls are coming.
Ah, yes. New.
Yes, new designs for the full-size dolls. I guess they decided to redesign them after lots of criticism at the old ones.
Yes. Didn't they get like a professional stylist to do it? I was reading about them getting
something like that.
I don't know if that was maybe just for other things.
Anyway, they have brand new outfits, and it looks like these are going to be outfits that are going to be the thing from here on out for the Equestria Girls. We'll get more into that a little bit later.
Yeah.
But yeah, they got new faces and stuff. They're a bit better than the old ones, but still kind of off.
These ones. Yeah, they're a little. It's. I think they're starting to venture into that uncanny.
Well,
area.
If you look at the pictures of the old ones, they're really bad.
Yeah, the other ones are really bad. These ones are better.
These are improvement.
They're starting to reach that uncanny valley, in my opinion.
But anyway, it's a little bit better. So if you're interested at all, I'm not. So don't expect a review from us on those. But you can check those out if you want. New Pinkie Pie Hallmark ornament has appeared. No Christmassy stuff, just Pinkie.
Yep.
It looks like movie style, so. Because, well, movie. Duh. 3 new MLP books have been announced. Ponyville Mysteries, Peyton Panic, Rainbow Rights the Ship, and Pinkie Pie Steps Out, and the last 2 are movie things.
Yes.
Movie related. They all have covers as well. Yogurties and Luigi's both have MLP promos going on. Yogurties is, well, yogurt. And Luigi's is Italian Ice. I believe Luigi's is actually doing a thing where you can, what is it? Yeah, the promo, they're giving away posters. You know, a lot of those posters we've been seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And Yogurties, let's see, they're doing a free screening sweepstakes for the movie. And new toys appeared at HASCON. Specifically, these are ones that were actually now announced. I had a whole bunch of them we've already seen before, but there's a new brushable of sorts, Tempest. It's a larger one that lights up and stuff, it looks like. And they also looks like another fan series of Tempest and Twilight fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely interested in that one.
I would expect you to.
It looks good. I must get it when it comes out. If you're interested in the process behind Hasbro's toy making, Equestria Daily has a small write-up.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It remembers a lot of things I already knew, but still.
Yeah.
I want my Transformers MLP. Equestria Girls news. Yes, HASCON stuff dropped a bunch of stuff yesterday as of recording. HASCON panel detailed some of the upcoming Equestria Girls content, including a clip from one of the upcoming shorts. Let's see, there's a whole bunch of stuff to go through. Let's see if I can. Let's see, they had a clip from a short called Overpowered, where Sunset's apparently walking through and she's reading everyone's minds around her. She really doesn't want it because it's really annoying.
Yeah, apparently you can read minds without touching now.
Yep. Apparently that's also when her new outfit is showing up, so yes, they are definitely doing redesigns for all of them. Let's see, yes, they even talked about those new designs. There's another short of Sunset drawing a comic and then animating, apparently, based on the Legend of Everfree girls catching a jewel thief.
Yay.
A school play is a concept coming up. A bad answer. One of the panelists said that their pet theory is there is no other Sunset, there's just one, but they're leaving it this open in canon, therefore, aka we're not touching it.
Yep.
No Discord.
No Discord. So yeah, that's an interesting
Sorry, PVFM
one.
listeners.
Play Discord.
Yeah, I don't like that theory. If you don't know.
Yeah, that there's only one sunset and she was destined to go to the other side.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like a weird thing. It's like
I think I've heard that trope used before.
I've heard it before, and then people, if you have used it before, but I prefer the idea there is another sunset running around, especially since I think it was Megan McCarthy said that there was probably one running around somewhere.
Don't believe her lies.
In which way...
You don't like it, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, in which way it looks like they don't have any plans to go into the concept anytime soon, unfortunately. Because it could have been fun. The other thing they did was there's going to be a Choose Your Own Adventure series on YouTube with Equestria Girls and see. One of them, a coal miner's daughter, wants to disco. Okay.
That's alright.
The audience is given a choice between Sunset, Applejack, and Twilight for our main character to save Fluttershy, who is stuck, complete with loads of fourth wall breaking. Rainbow Dash's fairy boot mother.
Fairy boot mother.
Yep. That's a thing. I'm guessing it's a YouTube thing, so I'm guessing it's just each video is a clip, and then at the end you choose, and they'll take you to the next part.
Probably something like that.
So that's coming this fall. More shorts and stuff. I'm not sure. Again, there's still no details about that web series they said. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's not just like 3 or 4 minutes of pop. I'm really hoping for full-blown episodes.
That would be cool, unless it's this Choose Your Own Adventure thing.
That's not the web series. I know that, because again, they already said the shorts. And if it's just the Choose Your Adventure, that'd be kind of lame.
That would be.
Anyway, moving on though. Friendship is Magic stuff.
Yes.
First half of season 7's just kind of popped up on Netflix. Finally. They said fall, and it's already here.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Several movie vectors and backgrounds have appeared on the MLP movie website, including sea-pony pirate versions of all of the characters and backgrounds, which are actually really nice and conveniently sized for desktop wallpapers and whatnot.
Yep.
Or at least aspect ratio-wise.
Yep.
There you go. Really nice looking, too. And more MLP movie posters released. These are actually very minimalist style.
Yeah.
Lineless and whatnot.
And
also being given away through... And the German MLP movie Facebook has released 2 screenshots from the movie, and one of them is a gigantic spoiler.
I don't know if I've seen it or not.
It is definitely a gigantic spoiler. So be afraid of looking at it if you don't want spoilers, because it's definitely a big one. And HASCON's MLP voice actor panel was uploaded to YouTube. I don't know if there's anything significant in there. I didn't hear anything significant coming out of that panel, so it's just there for entertainment, but there you go.
Yep.
Equestria Daily's live blog has a small write-up of the movie panel. Again, not a super lot. They couldn't take pictures or anything because they weren't allowed to.
Let's see. Wrote everything on paper.
They just introduced themselves, just talking about making the movie and how, what they're looking forward to. Differences. There's not a whole lot. I think they had a bit about, they showed a brief clip. Let's see, one of the film's villains plotting, but no details because he's not telling you, apparently. It's not a whole lot there, but it's a very basic stuff, not a whole lot of new detail, but it happened. Let's see, and 2 fan OCs will be in Season 8.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
But don't worry about some eye-killing horror popping up.
Red and Black Alicorn OC.
They did a raffle, 2 people won, and they did a survey, so it's not going to be their designs, it's going to be designed based off the survey, so don't worry, they'll have something aesthetically pleasing on the show.
Yes.
I don't know anything beyond that, it's just like, yeah, this is your seat, yeah!
Yep.
Be nice, it's like, oh, they're going to speak, you want to voice it?
Yeah, doubtful.
I doubt it, but you never know.
Doubtful. They're probably just going to be like background cameo things.
Background cameos, oh.
You have a walk-on role.
Oh. How's it going? And the final bit of news.
Oh boy.
Info on the second half of Season 7 and Season 8 was dropped at another HASCON panel along with the Season 8 animatic.
Oh boy.
Suffice to say, spoilers for the next few minutes.
Yes, spoiler alert.
Okay, to start off, Season 7. One of these episodes they talked about, they showed some clips from upcoming Season 7 episodes. One of them, I believe, is next week's episode. So, not to wait too long, but basically, how the next week's episode is isn't the main thing about you where Rarity accidentally does something to her hair thanks to Zagor's potion. And apparently, this was because her and Pinky were getting potions from Zagor and they got them swapped.
Yep.
Rarity's apparently going to be bald.
Yay!
This is going to be fun.
The pony's really
let's see. Makes a potion for Pinky to eliminate that which you concentrate on, and Rarity a shampoo to restore her hair, which also requires concentration. Pinky apparently accidentally got some on the Cake Twins.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Second was a clip from Marks and Recreation, where apparently Rumble shows up and apparently decides to be Starlight Glimmer.
Apparently.
And does so and sings. So here you go.
We get a Rumble villain song.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it's for Vincent Tong.
Supposedly, that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. So we'll find out soon for sure.
That will definitely be interesting. See how that goes.
I just imagine just one of the main six just coming up with the newspaper. No, we're not dealing with that again. Not again. Anyway, season 8. This is the big one.
Yes, this is the big one.
Silverstream is coming. Silverstream's the sea pony.
Shooby-Doo intensifies.
Movie stuff. That means movie stuff is, in fact, going to be in the show.
Yes.
And this also means season 8 definitively takes place after the movie.
So it is direct show canon.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll have that where the
some people were actually saying, "Oh, the movie's probably
out.
not." I've seen people actually saying movies not show canon. It's like, well, yes, it is.
Like, it kind of is now.
Yep. And they also had the animatic, which was from apparently the season 8 premiere. There's a photographer who shows up
For the Historic Society.
Yep, taking pictures of the main six and also messing with their hair. And turns out the photographer is Chrysalis.
It's Chrysalis. She's back.
Yep. So I guess that confirms Chrysalis is not showing up again this season.
Yep. And apparently Starlight's involved with this.
Yeah, that's what worries me.
Yes.
Sounds like they're setting up for another Starlight Saves the Day thing.
Yes.
Please stop. Please stop. It's not working. What made you think it's going to work this time? That's my worry. Is it's not confirmed. That's speculation based off what the writer saw, but that's the worry is they're going to find a way to make Starlight the hero again.
Yeah,
that's my worry.
It could go a couple ways. I mean, the animatic just showed, the photographer didn't really care about Starlight.
Yeah, that just.
But
could
it
be
does
just
kind of
pettiness.
make sense because last time Chrysalis and Starlight interacted, Chrysalis really doesn't like Starlight.
Yeah, it could just be pettiness.
Yeah, it could simply just be pettiness.
I'm hoping that's what it is, and not
significant.
Starlight Saves the Day.
Probably
Don't
is.
need another one of those.
It probably is.
I don't need that. We don't need that.
It
no
probably
one needs that.
is.
Ain't
That's
nobody
where my
want that.
That's where my expectation is, so it has a chance to exceed it.
That's a bit disappointing. It's like every single time and it also means Starlight's confirmed for another season. Well, that's that, I guess. So that's the news. We would have comics, but they're not here.
It's where we'd put our comic review if we had one.
Yep. Dingoberg. Anyway, we do have an episode to talk about, though,
Yes.
and it is called Daring Done. So as a quick synopsis, Pinky and Rainbow Dash are getting read a newspaper and find out, oh no, AK Yearling's retiring. So Dash freaks out and they go to her house and they find out she's retiring because, well, she's feeling guilty over the fact that she leaves a path of destruction in her wake. And she's feeling about that, so they convince her to go down to Sonambula and see, no, it's not, no, the ponies love you, really, and they don't. And it turns out Caballeron's been convincing everyone of stuff, and there's the Glowpaz is missing, and turns out then we hear of the tale of the original Sonambula, and then they save the day, and because Caballeron's revealed to be a fraud and all that stuff in the end. This episode is kind of a mixed bag. I would personally, I would say this is probably GM Barrow's first real miss in a way. I know there's a lot of mixed opinions. I saw one person actually call this episode outright garbage. I'm like, no. But there's quite a few little messy problems in this episode, I think, that kind of bring the whole thing down in a way. There's sometimes one of the big ones, I think, is there's a kind of a weird disconnect in the problem set up versus how the problem is handled. Versus it starts off with Daring Do realizes, oh wow, I've really caused these ponies problems in their lives by doing my adventures. and then it goes to suddenly she's being framed. And it's kind of connected, but it's like it just kind of jumps over to that, and it's kind of weird because it's like it's the lessons about not losing hope and stuff. It's kind of weird disconnect there.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from. I wouldn't. I think it's a lot better than I think you did. I give it a little bit more praise. Personally, I did enjoy it for the most part, but I do see some of the issues there. Yeah, it's the sort of exactly what the moral is or whatnot, and it kind of switches. It kind of has a few different ways you can look at it, a few different aspects to it, the things that it brings up. Like it's Lisa. Start off, she's upset because she's leaving a trail of destruction, which could actually be a thing, but it turns out it isn't, because she really only destroyed one statue.
Well, beyond that, there was also the guy's Apple Card, and there's
and the
news
Apple
articles
Cart
and stuff.
But the rest of those seemed more like just propaganda that was being spread.
Well,
especially with like the stealing.
Well, the stealing, yeah, obviously, but the other stuff, it was pretty clear they don't like her because they literally. It was even said they don't like her because she does. Their stuff gets destroyed because of her stuff. There was the hotel owner who's upset because she didn't pay her last bill, and the room got ransacked.
That wasn't her fault.
But
it
was one of those things. In a sense, that wasn't her fault. But in another sense, it's like she attracted trouble, and that.
Yeah, and I'm not disagreeing with you here. I do agree that was a little bit odd that it kind of switched over from that. And like I commented to you while watching, it was kind of like the opening of Civil War, the Avengers. It's like,
I think,
and it would have been kind of cool to talk about that too, but they didn't.
More focus. I think I preferred more focus on there's big grand adventures. What happens afterwards?
Yeah, it seems almost like they were going through that, but then they went with something else.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Maybe a writing change somewhere.
That's what I'm saying about the weird disconnect. It's just kind of.
It is.
You set up for one thing, then kind of jump over here, and then kind of come back to the first thing, but tie it back together weirdly.
Yeah. Although the second part is also the jump too. It sort of brought up the idea of that you get criticism.
Yeah.
And dealing with criticism.
That again.
Sort of. So except this one's a little bit different than the other take. I think the other one was more like giving criticism, showing how kind of bad criticism people get. But this is more like from the other side. Stuff you do, people are going to criticize you, and dealing with that, and how she almost immediately one little bit of criticism, because we don't see any other criticisms about Daring to Do except from this one town.
Yeah.
And she saw this from one town and immediately wanted to quit. Yeah. This is something that comes up with like artists and stuff like that a lot.
Yeah, and the other thing is the fact that one of the things is the reason they don't know who Daring Do is really, except other than what she does locally, because her books aren't published down in Southern Equestria. It's like, okay,
interesting,
it's kind of odd.
It is a bit odd.
It's kind of a weird thing. It's like I think it would have been better served if rather than in Equestria, it was a different country entirely. But that means you have to actually delve into the geopolitical nature of the planet they're on.
Yes,
which
they did make a political joke.
Yeah, that was weird. I didn't know you were into politics.
I can't even remember what the article clipping was that they said.
Something about Cloudsdale and a dam or something.
Huh.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, Yeah, the other thing is I think a lot of people have had problems with was Dash's capture was something a lot of people were really not happy about.
It's like, you could have just flown away.
I think someone said either she couldn't flown away, they could have had her, fighting for a bit before getting captured.
Yeah.
One of the two. And I understand that to a degree. It's like, as someone said, it seems like the writers sometimes forget Pegasi can fly.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing to bring up, considering one of the important things later on was that they can't in this one area.
That's another thing. It's like, Daring Do a Pegasus, now they're kind of stuck with the...
It's like, I have to figure out how to deal with that, because being able to fly,
the other thing is always
unicorn.
They always have a problem sometimes with is unicorns have magic.
Yeah,
they've had problems with that. Sometimes it makes you wonder if the writers all just wish they all just were Earth ponies and just to deal with it. It'd be so much easier to deal with.
It's like dealing with science and physics and stuff. So just pretend everything exists in a frictionless vacuum.
It's fine. So yeah, those are the other things. I know one thing I'm seeing consistently praised is the Somnambulist story itself.
Yes, the Somnambulist story itself was really good.
That was pretty fun. It was also nice seeing that in the introduction, the art style shift.
Yes, the whole Egyptian thing,
which is weird because it's Southern Equestria.
Well, it doesn't have to be.
I know, but it's just kind of weird.
But yeah, that was really cool seeing the art style change and seeing all that stuff. Yeah.
Although I was also disappointed it was all acted by the voicing. Also voices was the one guy. I was like,
the Edler pony.
Yes, the Edler pony.
The
Jay
Edler stallion.
Yes, that is there.
That is a typo.
It's Jay Brazeau. I think it's Brazeau.
It looks French.
Yeah, Brazeau looks right to me.
Brazeau.
Speaking of
Edler stallion.
Yeah, Chiara Zani came back for Daring Do. Janice Jod. Janice or Janice.
Janice, yeah, one of them.
Yeah, Mrs. Trotsworth.
The hotel reception.
Yeah, she was the hotel owner, I think. Yeah, and she was in the book. Yeah.
Yes. So. The Come On In.
Yeah, that was all in the book.
Was from G.M. Barrow's books.
Yeah, because she wrote it.
She wrote this episode.
Jillian M. Barrow.
Yep.
So yeah, I know a lot of people are kind of. This is a weird episode just because there are some messy things in it, as we've been saying.
I think overall it's a
enjoyable.
Pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. It did.
It's still enjoyable, but there are flaws that do really stick out for me.
I'm not gonna like during the rescue scene, the bridge, the getting across where the bridge was kind of like, oh, all right.
Yeah, well, even the original version and then the new version, the version with the bridge and Somnambula was just like. Blindfolded and walk across the bridge.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
It's like, yeah, I get it. Well, it's like, it's hard to walk in a straight line when you're blindfolded at times, but still, it's not much of a challenge, especially since the other guy can just talk and you just walk through that.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Sphinx, that's the best you got?
Yeah.
After that
Riddler. The riddle was good, though.
Yeah, the riddle was fun.
The riddle was great. I actually when watching it the first time, I actually paused it before they could give the answer and thought about it. And I got the right answer.
It's hope.
It's hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Yep. And
but yeah,
the new one was Leap of Faith, and it's like because the bridge is gone after when Daring and Pinky are doing it to save Dash, and they just leap and there's steam vents or whatever.
Yeah,
how convenient. I was
like, well, that's kind of
Deus Ex Machina.
Odd.
Yeah.
Kind of lame too.
Yeah, it's kind of like because they can't fly and
the green slime because you can't have
it's
lava.
Slime. It's boiling slime. It's bio slime.
It's radioactive slime.
Yeah, that's why everything.
All the glow pads glows.
Oh, that town's doomed.
the Edler pony is only like 15 years old and just dying from radiation poisoning.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's like it's not acid or lava. It's like,
you can't do that.
Well, they did.
I know.
Didn't they do lava in one of the previous Daring Do's? I could have sworn they did. I swear up and down they did do the lava thing.
Well, there was the sand. She was getting buried in sand.
There was that in the original, but the one they actually first met Daring Do, I swear there was lava. I swear.
I think there was in the books too, but I don't know. It almost seems like they were going to, but someone said no. The last.
Or they decided that they just want it to be green.
I don't know.
I don't know why they couldn't use acid then.
I don't know.
Or something, but yeah, it's boiling slime. Why is it boiling? I don't know.
I don't know. It almost feels like someone just said, no, you can't do that. I don't know.
There was some good faces.
Dash has the best face.
Disagree.
No one else really made really good faces in this episode.
One.
A couple, but Dash made more.
There were some good actual lines. There's actually some pretty funny individual lines in there. I'm trying to think. Because I ate all the mini muffins.
We were saying this tonight, right? As I already ate all the free mini muffins.
Yeah.
Oh, I just remembered. Another kind of thing that it kind of pokes at a bit is the whole idea of propaganda.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the other downsides. It's like they had a bunch of things they wanted to talk about and only 22 minutes to do it.
Probably should have cut some of that out then.
Maybe. But then it's like, how do you make it all work? Because they were kind of important. The propaganda part was kind of important to the idea of them.
It was kind of weird the ponies were just really quick to change their mind.
Yeah.
It's like Rainbow Dash says something, yeah! Cavalier says, boo!
It's just like, wow.
The most fickle audience ever.
Yeah.
They were saying boo earns. It's kind of it has those little weird things again. It's enjoyable, but it's kind of like feels like a lot of weird. It's just kind of a lot of weird stuff going on that kind of doesn't quite make sense.
Yes.
And it's weird stuff that kind of doesn't make sense. That also is kind of required for it to work in 22 minutes.
Yeah.
And so it's a weird thing of like maybe this story was just too big.
I think it may have been what it is. We haven't had one of those recently where it just feels like they had it.
Yeah, I wonder if she like almost approached it. It's Daring Do. She started approaching as like one of the novels. Like, no, you have to kind of scale it back a bit.
Maybe, because she's done a lot more of the Daring Do novels
than
the 3 Daring Do episodes.
Yeah, well, this is the first Daring Do episode she's done.
And how many she's only done like
this
one
is her
or two?
Third FIM episode plus the Equestria Girls special.
Yeah, she hasn't done a huge amount of episode writing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed it.
It was enjoyable. It's just, there's a lot of problems with that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring up something that you're probably going to blame for the problems too. Story editors for this episode.
Uh-huh.
The story editors are Joanna Lewis, Christine Sanko, and Josh Haber.
Oh, Haber.
This is the first one with all 3 of them that we've been hearing about before, where Josh Haber was coming back as another editor. This is it, where there's all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Although, I think the biggest problem in that is when they displayed it, they forgot the Oxford comma.
Yep, that's Haber's fault. That's Haber's fault. It's all Haber's fault.
No, it's whoever does typography, and I doubt Josh does that one. But yeah, they forgot the Oxford comma. Joanna Lewis, comma, Christine Sanko, ampersand, Josh Haber. Like, where's the Oxford comma?
Oxford commas save lives.
They did. Yeah, I enjoyed it probably more than you did, but this was... I
didn't say it was bad. I'm just...
Oh, yeah, but you said it was more...
I said it was messy, but enjoyable.
Yeah.
Which is something I said about, what was it, Movie Magic way back when.
Yeah. I did enjoy it, even beyond its little problems. I still thought it was a pretty good episode, in my opinion.
I'd probably, at the end, I'll see for sure, but it'll probably wind up somewhere in the middle of everything.
Yeah, probably...
Maybe in the low end of the middle.
Yeah, or I'm thinking maybe the upper end of the middle, personally. But, I mean, it is sort of a Dash episode, so I do have my own biases there.
Other thing, though, is Newsbit was in there.
Oh, sort of. Not officially.
Our OC was in there. Definitely
no, it wasn't. I'm not going to claim that.
Green unicorn mare with blue hair. It's definitely Newsbit. It's Newsbit. No. I'm sticking with that. It's Newsbit. I'm claiming it's ours.
Do you really want to say our OC is super gullible one?
No.
It just flip-flops easy.
She wasn't really paying attention.
Right. We'll just make excuses for a character that we just attached ourselves to. Great.
That's how it goes.
No, it wasn't.
It's our thing. She was vacationing.
Another point of note, this is another one of the episodes that's tying back to the comics.
Oh, yeah, of course.
With the Legends of Magic.
Which is a comic we would have been talking about if it came in time.
If we had it.
We would have talked about it. So as it stands, we have no idea. And also, yes, this episode did leak like pretty much a week early.
Yeah, it did.
Someone screwed up, and a lot of us already watched it, but we already recorded by the time so it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah. I will say, the Sphinx is actually kind of cute.
Uh-oh. Duckies everywhere.
Cat is fine, too. But yeah, I did kind of like the Sphinx.
I was wondering how they do that. I've seen people redesign some of the ponies as sphinxes. I was wondering how they do that for this. And there you go.
We have an official Sphinx.
There's Sphinx. Yep, there's official Sphinx. I'm pretty sure people are already shipping the Sphinx and some Somnambula together.
Probably.
Yep, because the other option is that prince guy, that Pharaoh's son, and it's like, Yeah, that was it was fun, but again, I say messy.
Yeah, it was a bit messy. I'm not going to deny that one, but I think it was enjoyable beyond it.
Yeah, you just like it more because Dash is in it.
I'm not gonna disagree that I have a bias there. I fully acknowledge my own biases and the effect they have on my opinion.
Yep.
It helps me to try and see beyond it.
Anyway, moving on. We have a couple fan content things.
Fan content thing. We have some fan content. Is that a better sentence for you?
No, because the other one's funnier.
What, just because you can't speak right?
Intentionally. Anyway.
Right.
First off, we got music.
Yes. I've got a song for you this week that I have chosen to feature.
You have been chosen.
You are the chosen one.
You have been chosen. The claw chooses.
Anyway, yes. We've got Fly Lightning's Rock Trances. It's simple, it's short, it's got good use of vocal clips and auto-tune though. I like what they did with Maud's poem. But yeah, using a little bit of Pinky and a little bit of Maud. And it kept it short, which is a good thing, or else it'd be kind of repetitive. But what?
A little over 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes, 13 seconds or something like that. But yeah, I think they did a pretty good job. The vocal effects remind me of some of the stuff that General Mumble used to do. So
yeah,
I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, it's got a very sci-fi-esque sound and whatnot. It's also pretty subdued, which matches the character pretty well as well, because Maud. So there's a subdued noise. And the vocal effects are actually, because of how they sound, they often remind me of GLaDOS.
Yeah, a little bit.
Not always, but pretty close. It's like, I guess if GLaDOS tried to do a song like that,
it would be a lot darker if GLaDOS did a poem like that.
So, yeah, it was actually a pretty fun little listen.
Yep.
And also it's short.
Yep, it's short.
Yep. So that's music. Yeah, that's all he has, because
that's all I got this week.
That's how things work sometimes. Fanfiction. I got some fanfics. First off, update. The Enchanted Library side stories updated. Side stories, not the main thing. That's not coming for a while, but we know it's coming.
Yes, and it's not going to be Enchanted Library. The new stuff is different name.
Side stories, vignettes. That's the new chapter. It's just a series of very, very short little blurbs.
Yep, it was like a prompt challenge that they did.
Yeah, apparently the prompt was supposed to be for like 50, but they only did 20.
Or 20? Yeah.
They said they might do the remaining 30 eventually, but there you go. It's short, and it's just a series of 20 prompts based off stuff that happened throughout the main story. There you go.
Yep.
And what a feature, though. I got a new one. It's Time Goes On by Fangren, and I will admit, this is me being self-indulgent.
Yep.
This is very much me being self-indulgent. Yes, it is Sunlight, and even better, it's just because I haven't seen this in a while, it's Sunset with Princess Twilight. Anyway, it's an alternate universe where Celestia has two students at the same time. It's Twilight and Sunset.
It's not with Princess Twilight.
You know what I mean? Pony Twilight.
Thank you.
Have to differentiate them. Anyway, so yeah, Celestia has two students, and she introduces them to each other and hoping that they'll get along and whatnot. And yeah, not surprisingly, it starts off kind of rocky. But yeah, it's a short fic. It's just shy of 11,000 words. It was made for the Ouroboros shipping contest again. Yeah, that was last fic I did. There's a lot of those. Trust me, there's tons of entries for that thing. Holy crap! But anyway, I kind of like it's. I like it. It's kind of each chapter is a snapshot of different parts of their relationship to each other, and it starts off, I guess, before where they would be in the series if this sort of thing happened. You know, where the series would start in this alternate universe. It starts off before that and kind of goes into the beginning of the TV show, except again, alternate universe.
Yeah.
So I like it. It's again snapshots of points in time for their relationship. So you don't see everything, but you can see enough to see what's going on.
Yeah, it's all right.
Again, self-indulgence.
It's all right. And a couple points I think were a little bit quick. Could have used a little bit more. Like little conflicts get resolved rather quickly.
Yeah, but again, there was kind of a soft word limit on the contest, so
so you had to keep it under the limit.
They're suggested to keep it less than 10,000 words, and
went over 10,000.
Yeah, so. It's suggested. The Ouroboros said you don't have to stick to that, but try to stay near that, because some people I think went up to like 15,000.
Yeah, I would have liked to see a little bit more on the conflict resolutions, and it is pretty light on the shipping.
Yeah, it didn't really
for a shipping episode. For a shipping fic, it is pretty light.
Yeah. Enemies to friends to lovers. Well, not really enemies. Not in this version.
Yeah.
More like rivals. Maybe, high school type style enemies, I guess, even though, you know what I mean?
It's weird.
It's that kind of enemy where you don't fight, per se, but you really don't like each other.
And then they do.
Yeah, and then they really like each other. Oh, no. But yeah, it's an interesting take on that sort of thing of what if Sunset was there. I've seen that before, and this is the interesting. So I like it, so I'd say check it out. It's not, again, it's just shy of 11,000, so it's pretty short. And, well, that's it then.
That's it.
We're done with this week.
Yep.
If you liked what you heard, and you want to hear more, you can check out other episodes, both past and future, at pony411.libsyn.com. Again, it's spelled Libsyn. You can check it out and subscribe to the RSS feed and whatnot. You can also go to iTunes and search for Pony411 and rate, review, and subscribe and whatnot. You have to search for us and all that. You can go to Stitcher.com or the iOS or Android apps and search for Pony411 and subscribe there. Or play.google.com/music. If you want to search for Pony411 there and subscribe, you can do that as well. There's also youtube.com/Pony411. You could subscribe, like, and comment there. Yes, as well as there's also reviews of toys. We just put up a Tempest Shadow with her little sky skiff. Woohoo! And there's, of course, Ponyville Live. PonyvilleLive.com, and it's the same as YouTube, but you can go there and check out other podcasts and radio stations. And speaking of radio stations, there's Ponyville FM every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can check us out there. And, of course, there's live DJs and music and whatnot you can check out as well. And, of course, if you want to contact us via social media and whatnot, there's the email, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, criticisms, what do you think of this episode? What do you think of the selections for fan content? Whatever. Talk to us. Why not? There's also facebook.com/pony411. You can like us there. New episodes show up as they are released, as well as the reviews and whatnot. And we also put up recently the TrotCon photos. That was last week, I believe. Yes. We finally put those up.
Finally put those pictures up.
Put those up actually on the end of our 5th anniversary, actually. Oh, no. And, of course, there's Twitter. We're at Pony411. That's our usual nonsense spewing device.
Nonsense spewing device.
Yep. You can, again, stuff will show up there as they do. And, of course, there's our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and he's at Alca7raz with a 7 and 17 and an underscore at the end. I finally got a replacement part for one of my Transformers, so I've been posting pictures of that. Also talking about Destiny and server woes.
Yes. I would have, but my PS4 didn't want to post. It still doesn't want to post. I don't know what's going on.
Mine went just fine.
It just gives me an error every time. That's
that. We're done. Shortish episode this week. How about that?
Yep.
Thanks to no comics, probably. And also no shorts. So, yeah, things went pretty quickly this week. Join us next week. We'll be talking about It Isn't the Main Thing About You.
She's really bald.
It's a rarity episode. That'll be fun.
Bald.
Put the paper bag back on. So, until then, though, please pony responsibly, guys.
See ya.
4 left.